This video presents an energy healing for Parkinson's disease. It's a clip out of a recent live webinar called Owning the Keys to Fulfillment. I hope you enjoy this little adventure into energy healing. And if you do, please like and subscribe. That helps me bring more content like this to the internet. Thank you for being with me. Is every time we have an experience of resolution and completion, it causes a dopaminergic flush to occur inside the brain because the orbitofrontal cortex, which is right up here, sort of behind your eyes, it's in the prefrontal cortex area. There's a line of, there's like a channel that runs from where the dopamine is produced in the brainstem up to the orbitofrontal cortex, and the orbitofrontal cortex acts a little bit like a magnet when we complete something, when we have a resolution, and it draws that the whole system works together as a wholeness, but the substantia nigra and ventral tegmental areas produce that dopamine. It goes shoop and it goes up into the orbitofrontal cortex, and it gives you that feeling of, aha, I just finished something good. I just did it. I did it. And it's one of the ways that we interact with ourselves to flow dopamine, to flow dopamine, to flow dopamine. This is so precious and it's so valuable for anybody with Parkinson's, but for anybody who even has anything even closely related to that. Here, this helps. This helps. This healing, this activation that we're about to go into will be for that, will be for Parkinson's, or for even anything remotely in the direction of that. Starting out awareness in the top of the brainstem, where the ventral tegmental area and the substantia nigra, in particular, the substantia nigra, reside. As we put our attention on that area of the brain, attention acts as a guide to draw the soma that your body produces into that area. The amount and quality of soma that your body produces is a direct result of the refinement of your nervous system. That's why we're doing this work, where we work back and forth between the relative and the absolute. We're healing the nervous system, then it produces better, then the body produces better soma. Then the better soma goes and it heals the body more. In this case, the top of the brainstem. No big surprise that people who taste soma taste it in the back of the throat, which is right near that area, right near that bliss-producing area. And people who hear the soma gushing, like water rushing down a declivity, they hear it in the ears, which is just right there, so close to that area. No coincidences, no coincidences. This flow of soma awakens the body's most fundamental intelligence in the top of the brain stem. And the body's fundamental intelligence in that area brings balance, and it purifies, it nourishes, it wakes up at the top of the brain stem. And at this point, I would expect people are feeling some energy in that part of the physiology. Balance is so important, because the flow of dopamine through the brain touches the small, beautiful organs of the third ventricle, which are regulating organs in the body. And that supports the body regulating hormonal flow, appetite, the way we handle sleep, many, many things. Basically all the regulating and control center is there in that very deep center part of the brain, and the dopamine goes right through that area, right into that area. There's one channel that goes right up into the pineal gland. Balance, balance. because balance aligns with nature's intelligence. It aligns with cosmic intention. It aligns you, and it aligns the way your body regulates itself with the original divine intention for these physiologies. I'm noticing as this balance is increasing from the brain stem and extending into these beautiful, delicate, essential areas of the brain. Also, the heart is enjoying. The heart has its own neural web, and so does the gut. Hello. So the gut and the heart are also enjoying a kind of echoing effect of the healing that's taking place in the brain. Oh, look, lots of people are experiencing that. Sweet. You guys are so sweet. You are so sweet. You are so beautiful. What we're doing, we're using our attention. We're focusing our attention. All we did was we focused our attention on the brainstem, right? It's so simple. But what the heart and the gut bring to the brainstem is a deep healing for the substantia nigra itself. Because, okay, guys, this is very interesting. The substantia nigra means black, because the tissue of the substantia nigra is actually colored with pigment. And the pigment, I've read a lot about this because I've helped people who have Parkinson's. And the scientists don't understand how the pigment actually influences the Parkinson's, but they know that the substantia nigra of people who have Parkinson's has no pigment in it. It's white. And what makes that black pigment in there? It is this beautiful, luscious, like very sensual energy that is produced in the heart and belly area of our bodies. So what's happening is the healing happens here up in the head area. We focus our attention on the top of the brainstem. That activates a kind of Davic intelligence through the whole body. It rebalances the regulation of all the systems, like the lymphatic system and the circulatory system and the endocrine system and the musculoskeletal system and so forth. These are all controlled in the third ventricle of the brain. The result of that is that the heart and the gut start to feel blissful. They start to feel blissful. And when the heart and the gut area, when I say gut area, I mean, I really mean that the Mahamarmas, these big energy centers in the heart and gut area, when they start to feel blissful, they produce energy that's absolutely luscious, that's absolutely delicious, it's absolutely like satisfying. It's satisfying. It brings completion. It brings fulfillment. It's an expression. It's the way our bodies understand fulfillment. And our bodies, you know, the language the body speaks is the language of perception and experience. So our bodies understand fulfillment as these feelings, which are expressed as specific neuropeptides and other neurochemicals. Those neurochemicals, they come up because our awareness is still here. For those of you who are still here, they're still up in the brainstem, and it feeds into the substantia nigra, and it literally blackens it. It literally pigmentizes it. It makes it full of pigment. The pigment is a material expression of the luscious, beautiful, sensual energies produced by the body. In the right place at the right time. We just need to be at the right place at the right time, and then everything else falls together. Then fulfillment makes its way to the surface. Good job, everybody. Sweet healing, sweet.